Live from Baumhower's Victory Grille in Tuscaloosa, it's time for Hey Coach and the Nate Oats Show on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield. Hey Coach and the Nate Oats Show are presented by Alfa Insurance. Auto, home, life, business. Alfa Insurance covers it all. AlfaInsurance.com. Also brought to you by Ford and your local Alabama Ford dealer. Proud partners of the Crimson Tide. McCurry Van and Car Rental. Rent local with McCurry Van and Car Rental. We offer the perfect vehicle for any need. Proudly serving Alabama. Visit us today for a hassle-free rental experience. Toyota. Visit your local Toyota dealer today. Toyota. Let's go places. And by Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Now, live from Baumhower's Victory Grille in Tuscaloosa, here's the voice of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Chris Stewart.
Welcome, everybody. I see my checks to the audience cleared this week. That's good. Glad to have you with us here at Baumhower's Victory Grille for another edition of Hey Coach, presented by Alfa Insurance. Auto, home, life, business. Alfa Insurance covers it all. AlfaInsurance.com. Man, have we got a full slate for you tonight on the program. Excited to visit with Alabama women's basketball head coach Kristy Curry, and also one of the top freshmen of the Southeastern Conference, a guard with a great legacy of athleticism and competition in multiple sports, actually, in her family. But Ace Austin is here with Coach Curry as well. Look forward to visiting with both of them in just a few minutes. A little bit later in the show, it'll be George Husack, the men's tennis head coach at the University of Alabama. A couple of big SEC matches coming up in the next few days. Texas on Saturday and LSU a week from today. So we'll talk with Coach about what's going on with his men's tennis program. And then we'll visit also with London Jemison, a freshman on Nate Oats' men's basketball team. Look forward to having London with us at the bottom of the hour. And then his head coach, Nate Oats, will be with us as well. So a lot going on in the program tonight. We are so glad that you have joined us, and do want to remind you other ways you can keep up with the Crimson Tide. Great way is through Crimson Drive, driven by NASCAR. That's Tuesday and Thursday afternoons at all CTSN social media outlets. Crimson Drive live Tuesday and Thursdays at 2 o'clock Central. So be sure to join us there for the latest on Alabama athletics. And really for everything Alabama, the Crimson Tide mobile app presented by Cadence Bank is what you need to make sure you download and find. It's available at the App Store and at Google Play. Download it for free today. So glad to be back at Baumhower's Victory Grille, the official watch party location of the Crimson Tide, where they've also got their famous signature sauces, including hot sauce, sweet Thai chili, white barbecue, and Jamaican jerk. Baumhower's legendary sauces now available in grocery stores throughout Alabama, or order online at Baumhowers.com. Baumhower's Victory Grille, legendary food, legendary fun. We are talking Bama women's basketball when we come back here on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
When trouble trickles into your life, Alfa is right beside you, helping you wade through those waters. Ready, reliable, right when you need us. Because taking action is better than making excuses. And getting it handled is better than hoping it goes away. We'll get the cleanup process started so you can get back to what matters most. That's life with Alfa Insurance.
Today's highlight is brought to you by Toyota. At home or on the road, they're never the underdog. Toyota. Let's go places. Lease a new 2026 Toyota Tacoma SR5 for $289 a month for 39 months. Offer valid through March 2nd, 2026. Well-qualified lessees with approved credit through Southeast Toyota Finance. $42.88 due at signing. No security deposit with select equipment. $350 disposition fee. Excludes tax, tag, registration, title, and dealer fees. See dealer for details.
Ants in the kitchen, termites under the floor, mosquitoes in the backyard. It's a full court infestation. Don't let them score. Call Cook's Pest Control. Nobody beats Cook's when it comes to superior protection against unwanted pests. Cook's knowledgeable and courteous technicians are expertly trained to get the job done right, guaranteed. With Cook's on your team, your home's defense is unstoppable.
Looky, 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 here comes Cookie, Cook's Pest Control.
Hey fans, I know you'd do anything for a win on game day and an ice-cold Bud Light. Because whether you're tailgating in the parking lot or parked on the couch, sitting on your lucky stool at the bar, or standing in the fan section all game long, the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light turns a win into a win-win. There's nothing easier to enjoy than that. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
At CB&S Bank, tradition runs deep. Since 1906, we've been serving families and communities with stability you can count on. And today, that legacy of service continues. Recognized by American Banker as the 16th best performing bank nationally and #1 in Alabama in their asset category. Being a team member is who we are, which is why we're proud to support University of Alabama Athletics. So, bank with the best. Visit cbsbank.com to learn more. CB&S Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
The Alabama Education Association is the member-driven voice of Alabama's education employees. AEA members are teachers, education support professionals, administrators, professors, future teachers, and education retirees. Joining the Alabama Education Association has never been easier. Use their new online membership for a fast, safe, and secure way to join today. Visit myaea.org to learn more.
Left wingman Chavez now top of the key, driving Williams. Left side layup too strong. Rebound by Timmons in transition. Here comes Alabama. Timmons kicks it out to Austin. Right side three on the way. Perfect! Ace Austin gives Alabama the lead, 57-54.
Not a coincidence. We use Roger Hoover's great call on that rejoin back to us here at Hey Coach at Baumhower's Victory Grill. This segment presented by Coca-Cola. Passionate fans and an ice cold Coca-Cola. That's a winning combo. Fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola. Yep, we used a great highlight there. Bama women's basketball. First of all, welcome to head coach Kristy Curry. Now 550 career victories.
It's not enough. We got to get a few more.
That's
right?
really good.
Yeah, that's not enough. We want to get the next one, don't we, Ace?
That's right.
And for our audience, they know who's here. But, Coach, tell us about Ace Austin, the coaches.
Amazing point guard from Spring Garden, Alabama. Multiple Alabama High School Player of the Year, Gatorade Player of the Year, just everything in the state. And we're so proud she chose, to stay home and having an amazing freshman season. And I'm just so proud. I mean, she's, an extension of us on the floor. She's from a coaching family. And I think the thing that's even more impressive is her character, her faith. She's everything that's good about college athletics. So she's the epitome of what you want your little girl to be. It's just like Ace. And I'm really proud of her and all that she's doing. And, gosh, we're just so happy she chose Alabama.
Ace, talk about why Bama was right for you.
Oh, yeah. One, I just thought Bama was right just because everybody was like family. Some of the best coaches you could have ever asked for. They really just Spring Garden was really close. It was just a tight-knit community. And, I just thought, I wanted a college that was going to be just like that. And they really just welcomed me in with wide-open arms. And they just showed me that, the culture was amazing. And they really put their faith first. And I think it's just a winning culture here. And I just wanted to join that.
We're really glad you did.
You sure are.
I'll be honest, though, when I heard who you were, I was going, man, that's a heck of a recruiting job from Coach Curry, because I know the bloodlines are in Jacksonville. When I first started doing play-by-play, I told you all this, when I first started as a student at Montevallo, one of the very first games I ever did, your mom and your aunt, twin sisters, that was fun for a rookie broadcaster trying to keep up with twins passing the ball to each other. But, great athletic family. That's what I want to know. Can they still beat you in a three-point contest?
My brothers don't want to play me anymore, or my parents and aunts, so that's how that goes.
That's what I thought the answer would be, but there was a time where they could absolutely light it up. But it is special, isn't it, to be able to continue on a family legacy that is so strong?
It is super special. starting with my aunt, like, she texts me every day just giving me words of encouragement, because she retired from softball just a couple of years ago. So, I mean, it means a lot that she still, always connects with me and just checking in. And I used to travel with them all the time, so I knew what it was like, kind of like the college life was. So it meant a lot that, like, she let me do that. And she was just a great person to look up to. And then my mom, she's been tremendous for me, and she helps me so much, on the court and off the court, and just helping me with life and just living by faith, and that's the main important thing.
Coach Curry, how much of a plus is it to have a player come in who's obviously as gifted athletically as Ace is, but has truly been around coaching environment her entire life to understand what all's involved there?
Well, I think it's so important, especially at her position. When you're a point guard and you're in the backcourt, you're the extension. It's like your quarterback, on offense, and your linebacker on defense. Every call goes through them. And it's amazing, like she said, her aunt's the longtime head coach for Jacksonville State softball. Her mom and dad both coached her in high school. So, Coach Ricky, too, I mean, they remind me of Kelly and I were faith and family. And he coached her hard. Let me tell you, so did Dana. They didn't enable her, and then she got to play on the best Nike circuit in the country in the summers. And if you've not been to Spring Garden, you've got to go, because I'm telling you right now, there's nothing like it on a Friday night in that gym. And the best concession stand in the state by far. I mean, I'm talking legit. Everybody eats dinner there, and it is amazing. So it's kind of funny, because here lately I'm like, man, I want to go to Jacksonville and watch the regional, or I want to go to Wallace State. And I'm like, but dang, Ace isn't playing, and I feel like I've been going since she was in the 8th grade. So for the past 5 springs, I'm like kind of feeling awkward this time of year, right? And I only went the amount I could, so don't think that. But I probably could drive to Spring Garden blindfolded. But anyway, I'm just so proud that she's at Alabama. But having someone that's an extension of your coaching staff and can think a pass ahead and get everybody to their spots, I mean, she's amazing, because she was raised in that environment. And since she was little, I see videos of her being, little bitty out there running drills and figure eights and all kinds of things with her folks. It's incredible. So we're so proud she's here, because she's an impact person for our program.
When we come back, we're going to talk about the rest of the team and what lies ahead. Some more big games in SEC play. Talk with Coach Kristy Curry and also point guard Ace Austin. Stay with us. We're back to Baumhower's Victory Grille in just a moment on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
You can find all Crimson Tide Sports Network video content online on the CTSN YouTube page. It's the home of the live booth and courtside cams, episodes of Crimson Drive driven by NASCAR, plus replays of Crimson Tide Rewind. Our YouTube shorts will deliver thrilling Alabama radio highlights, plus interview clips from Alabama student athletes, coaches, and media members that you can't miss. Subscribe to the Crimson Tide Sports Network on YouTube for the very latest on the Crimson Tide. The Alabama Insider Podcast is the official podcast of Crimson Tide Athletics. Catch full episodes of Hey Coach and the Kalen DeBoer Show, Crimson Tide Rewind, Crimson Tide Today Daily Reports, plus full interviews from Crimson Drive driven by NASCAR. Download and subscribe to the Alabama Insider Podcast on Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music, and all podcast platforms. Roll Tide with the Alabama Insider Podcast. Hey Bama fans, each Tuesday and Thursday at 2 p.m. Central, join us live for Crimson Drive, driven by NASCAR. This live streaming talk show features the latest on Alabama athletics, with exclusive conversations with Tide student athletes, coaches, and media members giving their perspective on the Crimson Tide. You can watch on YouTube, Facebook, and X, with all conversations archived as well on the Alabama Insider Podcast. Roll Tide with Crimson Drive, driven by NASCAR. You can find all Crimson Tide Sports Network video content online on the CTSN YouTube page. It's the home of the live booth and courtside cams, episodes of Crimson Drive driven by NASCAR, plus replays of Crimson Tide Rewind. Our YouTube shorts will deliver thrilling Alabama radio highlights, plus interview clips from Alabama student athletes, coaches, and media members that you can't miss. Subscribe to the Crimson Tide Sports Network on YouTube for the very latest on the Crimson Tide. The Alabama Insider Podcast is the official podcast of Crimson Tide Athletics. Catch full episodes of Hey Coach and the Kalen DeBoer Show, Crimson Tide Rewind, Crimson Tide Today Daily Reports, plus full interviews from Crimson Drive driven by NASCAR. Download and subscribe to the Alabama Insider Podcast on Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music, and all podcast platforms. Roll Tide with the Alabama Insider Podcast. Hey Bama fans, each Tuesday and Thursday at 2 p.m. Central, join us live for Crimson Drive, driven by NASCAR. This live streaming talk show features the latest on Alabama athletics with exclusive conversations with Tide student athletes, coaches, and media members giving their perspective on the Crimson Tide. You can watch on YouTube, Facebook, and X, with all conversations archived as well on the Alabama Insider Podcast. Roll Tide with Crimson Drive, driven by NASCAR.
Timmons, left side to Weathers, top of the key. Head fake by her. Weathers downhill on the left side to the rim. Puts it up, puts it in. Let's start over. Alabama, Oklahoma tied at 52. The Crimson Tide on an 8-0 run.
Welcome back to Hey Coach, presented by Alfa Insurance. Visiting for a couple more minutes with head coach Kristy Curry, and also point guard Ace Austin. Played the most minutes so far out of the freshman group at averaging 20 a game, and also almost 7 points per game as well. We mentioned this a little bit before, but for an Alabama kid playing at the University of Alabama, how special was it, do you remember, to run out of that tunnel the first time in the Bama uniform at Coleman?
Oh, yeah. It was real special, also just because I knew I had a lot of, people back from my small town there supporting me. But it meant a lot just because growing up as a little kid, it was always a dream come true to just be able to wear a college jersey, and just doing that moment, it was so surreal.
Absolutely. All right, Coach Curry, you got 4 games coming up to wrap up the regular season, I believe. It is a gauntlet. You're sitting here, first of all, I don't want to go past this. Fastest 20-win performance in program history. You broke your own record set last year. You did that on February 9th of a year ago when you got a win at Mississippi State. It's incredible what you've had going on, trying to get to the to the NCAA tournament, I think, for the 5th time in the last 6 years, and in a great spot to do so. But this is another tough run. I mean, number 3, South Carolina, coming up first before you go to Florida, at number 5, Vandy, and at home, number 4, Texas. Other than that, it's cakewalk all the way through, right?
Yeah, but I think as a competitor, you embrace that. I mean, that's why you want to be at Alabama. You want to be in the SEC, and, you embrace hard, right? So, the harder it gets. I mean, we obviously, we're just excited for the challenge, taking them one at a time. I think it prepares you, though. It's like I told our team yesterday, it's going to prepare us for the NCAA tournament, because right. When you can go through this gauntlet and you can embrace it, you can continue to improve. And then, we want to try to win the next game, and that just happens to be South Carolina. That's no different than any of our SEC games, so we're excited for the challenge.
I know you are, Coach. Let's talk about, again, what it means having a big crowd there for you.
Yeah,
Because with South Carolina coming in, you need that home court advantage on Thursday.
How awesome was that yesterday? Nice. To see the crowd has grown and see all the hard work that was put into that by our marketing, and Philip and his staff were amazing. But the Power of Pink, and what a great initiative across our campus all weekend. Gymnastics had an amazing crowd. You can tell that, we had home matches there with baseball and softball, just a lot of fun. And, I think that we just want to thank everybody that comes out, continue to build it, continue to grow it. No matter the initiative, no matter the cause, this group of young ladies deserve for everybody to come out and support them, and we hope we'll see them 7:30 SEC Network game. Hey, I want to mention, too, tonight at 10, the SEC Insider, our special airs. So it'll be a really great opportunity to see all these young ladies in our daily. It's just exciting tonight, 10 o'clock. Yeah. I know I got to stay up, but I stay up. I'm not asleep much this time of year, but we got to tell everybody in Spring Garden to stay up tonight.
That's
okay?
right.
You got film on one screen for the next game.
Yes,
you've got that. But for those that haven't seen SEC Inside, they do a wonderful job, because they basically stay embedded with the team, if you will, for a week, practice, dining hall, all the stuff, to give people a true inside look at what student athletes and teams go through in the course of a week, and it's obviously culminates with the games themselves.
Yeah, I think it starts out with Carly in nursing school, and just seeing her on the court too, and her leadership. So we're really excited about it tonight. 10 o'clock, tune in, stay up. watch a little film on one screen, like you said, and the other. So,
Coach, always appreciate the time. Ace, great to see you.
Yep.
Appreciate you both, and best of luck in this stretch run as you get ready for postseason play.
Thank you, and I know you've got our amazing tennis coach, one of my favorite coaches on this campus, Coach Stewart, coming up, and he is the best. So excited for his season, too.
Me too. Great guy. Appreciate all of you. Ace Austin and Coach Kristy Curry with us here from Baumhower's Victory Grill. She did indeed steal the thunder. Coach George Husack with us talking Bama men's tennis when we come back on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
Clyde Mays Whiskey, the official state spirit of Alabama, perfected under the Alabama Pines and a proud partner of Alabama Athletics. Now officially bottled in Troy at the Connector Ridge Distillery. Bold spirit, southern roots, roll Clyde.
Don't stop planning for your future. Don't stop investing in your kids' education. Don't stop dreaming of that new home. And don't stop growing your business. Whatever you're passionate or dreaming about, don't stop. Because when you have a bank you can trust, you have the confidence to take on tomorrow. Speak with a Trustmark associate today for advice on achieving your goals. Trustmark. People you trust, advice that works. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Coach Oats, great game today.
The team found another gear. They kept grinding, didn't quit, and found a way to deliver another victory.
Like Ford F-Series trucks.
Right. The way you become America's best-selling truck for 48 consecutive years is delivering legendary performance and capability in the big moments, like today.
Thanks, Coach. For great offers on a new Ford truck, see your local Ford dealer. Proud sponsor of Alabama basketball.
Roll Tide.
Based on 1977 through 2024 calendar year industry-reported total sales.
Alabama Power is here for you when big storms hit, but we're also here for the little things. We're there to get the coffee started, to make sure everyone's ready for school, for midday dance breaks and evening entertainment. We're also there to help you save on all that energy with easy-to-use tips, tools, and efficiency programs. So enjoy these moments.
Kids, movie night.
And we'll do the rest. Visit alabamapower.com and follow us on social to learn more.
Clyde Mays Whiskey, the official state spirit of Alabama, perfected under the Alabama Pines and a proud partner of Alabama Athletics. Now officially bottled in Troy at the Connector Ridge Distillery. Bold spirit, southern roots, roll Clyde.
Domino's delivers game day across Tuscaloosa and the surrounding area. Locally owned in Tuscaloosa for 30-plus years, the team at Domino's is proud to be a supporter of Alabama basketball and athletics across the capstone. Domino's would like to thank our customers for supporting our local business for over 30 years. Make Domino's your choice on game days year-round. Domino's is proud to deliver your Alabama Crimson Tide game days anytime. Just visit RollDomino's.com. Thanks for your business and Roll Tide.
Coleman Coliseum gives the Tide a big home court advantage. When it comes to your home, count on Tri-Green Equipment to give you a big advantage with our lineup of John Deere equipment and tried and true expertise. We'll help you call the right plays on your property, and we're always there when you need an assist. From riding mowers, compact utility tractors, gators to agriculture equipment, we've got serious game. Stop by one of our locations or visit TriGreenEquipment.com. Proud sponsors of Alabama Crimson Tide basketball.
Back with more Hey Coach presented by Alfa Insurance. Auto, home, life, business. Alfa Insurance covers it all. AlfaInsurance.com. Chris Stewart back with you here at Baumhower's Victory Grill in Tuscaloosa, and we are pleased to welcome in the men's tennis coach at the University of Alabama, Coach George Husack. Good to see you, Coach.
Thanks for having me, and great to be here with Coach Curry and her player ace that with a name like that needs to be on the tennis court.
I have no doubt that whether she's ever picked up a racket or not, she beat pretty good in a short amount of time.
I agree.
Again, great athlete. Let's talk about your squad, Coach, and things turned up. First of all, I know it's been tough in the preseason with injuries and bizarre things. Thankful that you're okay. Everybody's okay after an automobile accident, I guess, coming back from
Memphis.
From Memphis?
Yeah, actually it was right before our Memphis match, a little fender bender. And but it did impact 4 of our players. So between that and the flu and flu-like symptoms, it's just bad luck. So, but whatever, we can cry about it or we can move on, and that's what we're doing.
So now moving on, as you've got SEC play starting up, with Texas this weekend. First time the Longhorn tennis program's ever come to town, and not surprising, they're pretty good. Top 10 in the country, so obviously a big matchup for you.
Definitely. I mean, a little bit like Coach Curry's season with South Carolina, I believe, and Texas. They're in the semifinals, if not the finals, of a national team indoor. So they're one of the best teams in the country. And then we play a rare Monday match against LSU, who's a top 10 team. So we're being thrown into the deep end right away, but our guys can swim pretty well.
It's apparently so. 3 new faces on the roster who I'm not even going to attempt to name, Coach. I hope you understand.
Yeah, not a problem. We've got Gray Volsky he's originally from Winston-Salem, North Carolina. We have Rohan Hazratwala.
Yes, you do. That's exactly how I was going to say
From Townsville, Australia. And we have Yoshka Soborowski. He's actually from Lyon, France. So 3 fresh faces that joined us in mid-January and then are thrown right into competition. So they kind of know their own playbook, but they don't know the system and everything else that's going around. So it's a bit of a whirlwind for them.
You got another guy that's a veteran back who led you in singles last year, qualified for the NCAA in the fall, 3rd straight individual championship that the Tide has been a part of. So tell us about, is it Matic?
Matic. Yeah, Matic is sophomore from Slovenia. So we had Filip Planicek from Slovenia, who was our national champion. And Matic was 2 years younger than him. And because of Filip's success, kind of opened the door for us to get him here.
Right.
He had a very, very good fall. So he's one of our starters that returns from last year's squad. And then we also have Andriy Zimnok. He is a junior from Ukraine. So Andriy and Matic are our 2 lone returning starters from last year. So we've got a lot of young, fresh faces that have been working their tails off and will get introduced to the SEC on Saturday against the Longhorns.
And Andriy and Jacob Olar?
Yes,
highlight
Jacob Olar.
Your doubles squad?
Yes, yeah, they're very good. They're our top doubles team. Jacob is a mammoth of a guy. He's 6'4", tree trunks for legs, but he's also a freshman. So we've got plenty of youth, plenty of very talented and very willing youth to learn and get better here.
So Texas on Saturday.
Yes.
Tell us time there, and also LSU coming up a week from today on Monday, right?
Yes, yeah. So it's a little random. It's because we have this national event, so our conference moves our Friday, Sunday matches to Saturday, Monday to give us an extra day. So Saturday, 1 p.m. against Texas, and then Monday, actually, it's at 1 p.m. So it's a great way to get out of work. Right. On a Monday after a long weekend and join us, but LSU will come in, and both of those teams are very good. It's kind of funny, we talked about the Charles Bediako situation last week. We've been doing it in tennis actually a lot longer, and this year both Texas and LSU have guys that have been on tour for a few years, stepped off tour, and NCAA is not requiring them to sit, and they're jumping in and they're making teams a lot tougher.
Sure. Coach, we look forward to it. Again, RollTide.com is where you can find out more details. Always appreciate the time. Good luck to you.
Thanks for having me, Chris. Roll Tide.
Roll Tide. Coach George Husack, Alabama men's tennis, joining us here. The Tide taking on Texas Saturday, LSU next Monday at the Alabama Tennis Complex. When we come back, we're going to talk men's basketball. London Jemison joining us here on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
Basketball at Alabama means one thing: time to dunk. And we're not just talking about on the court. At Husack's, we're dunking our hand-battered chicken fingers straight into our house-made sauces and washing it down with our fresh-squeezed lemonade. Whether you're heading to Coleman Coliseum or watching from home, make Husack's your pregame stop. Hot, fresh, and made to order, just the way Tide fans like it. Husack's, proud partner of the Crimson Tide.
Whether you're hiking the trails, tailgating before tip-off, or cheering courtside, Mountain High Outfitters has the gear to keep every Bama fan ready for adventure. From Patagonia and On Running to Yeti and Free People Movement, you'll find all your favorite outdoor and lifestyle brands. Visit Mountain High Outfitters in-store or online at mountainhighoutfitters.com.
You can find all Crimson Tide Sports Network video content online on the CTSN YouTube page. It's the home of the live booth and courtside cams, episodes of Crimson Drive driven by NASCAR, plus replays of Crimson Tide Rewind. Our YouTube shorts will deliver thrilling Alabama radio highlights, plus interview clips from Alabama student athletes, coaches, and media members that you can't miss. Subscribe to the Crimson Tide Sports Network on YouTube for the very latest on the Crimson Tide. The Alabama Insider Podcast is the official podcast of Crimson Tide Athletics. Catch full episodes of Hey Coach and the Kalen DeBoer Show, Crimson Tide Rewind, Crimson Tide Today Daily Reports, plus full interviews from Crimson Drive driven by NASCAR. Download and subscribe to the Alabama Insider Podcast on Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music, and all podcast platforms. Roll Tide with the Alabama Insider Podcast. Hey Bama fans, each Tuesday and Thursday at 2 p.m. Central, join us live for Crimson Drive, driven by NASCAR. This live streaming talk show features the latest on Alabama athletics with exclusive conversations with Tide student athletes, coaches, and media members giving their perspective on the Crimson Tide. You can watch on YouTube, Facebook, and X, with all conversations archived as well on the Alabama Insider Podcast. Roll Tide with Crimson Drive, driven by NASCAR. You can find all Crimson Tide Sports Network video content online on the CTSN YouTube page. It's the home of the live booth and courtside cams, episodes of Crimson Drive driven by NASCAR, plus replays of Crimson Tide Rewind. Our YouTube shorts will deliver thrilling Alabama radio highlights, plus interview clips from Alabama student athletes, coaches, and media members that you can't miss. Subscribe to the Crimson Tide Sports Network on YouTube for the very latest on the Crimson Tide.
6:42 and ticking. Time left before intermission. 26-23 Bama. Near corner. Jemison 3. That's 2 for him. Coming in, a pair of them now for the freshman, and Bama leads it by 6. London Jemison, a guy who can score from deep, but also can get to the rim and throw it home as well as anybody for the Crimson Tide. He is with us now here at Baumhower's Victory Grille. London, man, the game's really expanding. I know that you had all those tools in the tool chest, but it looks like you're getting more and more comfortable these days.
Yeah, definitely, for sure. Just, getting comfortable with the team, just finding my role, and the team chemistry just growing. It's been great.
From Bloomfield, Connecticut, and I ask you, there's a lot of guys that move up there to go to prep school, but you're a product of that state. Born and raised, you said, played at St. Thomas More, I believe.
Yep. Yeah, born and raised in Bloomfield, Connecticut. I originally went to a Catholic school, Northwest Catholic, but I finished my high school career at St. Thomas More.
Right.
So also Noah Williamson went there too. So
absolutely.
Yeah.
It's a place that obviously has produced a lot of good players over the years. Tell me what it's been like for you being in the SEC.
It's been great. I mean, of course, it's definitely, like, as a freshman, it's a big adjustment, just the physicality, the speed, but, just working every day with my teammates, everybody pushing me to GA's coaches. It's just been a great transition from high school.
So he doesn't pay attention right now, so talk to us about Coach Oats. He's here, but he's not paying attention, so go ahead.
Yeah, great coach. He keep you accountable, just let you know what you're doing good, but also definitely going to make sure, like, when you're messing up, you just got to, just always be on your toes, be ready, coach, for sure.
What's the toughest adjustment to the college game? I know obviously players can be part of it, but I've got to think the schedule piece of it in terms of the constant grind that's involved. Not that you're not working year-round at other levels, but here it's truly 24/7, 365.
Yeah, I'd say the biggest adjustment, probably the speed of the game, for sure. Just, especially our play style, we play very fast. But, yeah, that was a big change. And, the physicality, it just comes with work. Coach Henn, we put up a lot of work in the weight room. So that just, over time, that got easier and better. But the speed, for sure, was definitely the biggest.
People that aren't around it are under the assumption, incorrectly, that it's all sports for you guys. It's all basketball, and I know how much time that takes up. I know that's the major focus. But talk about the school aspect of it, the academic part of it, and how you've enjoyed being in Alabama, because you referenced that a little bit earlier.
Yeah, academic is great over here. Ms. Brittany, even all the coaches, they make sure we're just locked in the classroom, because without school, you can't really do anything. So school's been great. Molly, everybody in the academic center, they just make sure we're on top of our work, make sure we're getting our work done on time ahead, especially because we travel a lot in this second semester. So just getting everything done, it's been great, especially coming from high school, having to, time management is way different in college. So it's been great.
72 and sunny's not bad either, is
no.
it? It's not that in Bloomfield, I'm guessing.
No,
right
definitely
now.
not. It's freezing. It's freezing in Bloomfield right now.
Hey, it's great to watch you develop. It's great to have a chance to visit with you here. We appreciate the time and look forward to continued success for you.
Yes, I appreciate you having me. Thank you.
Yes, sir. London Jemison from Alabama men's basketball, kind enough to join us here at Baumhower's Victory Grille. When we come back, head coach Nate Oats will be with us. Our program brought to you in part by Alabama 811. Help prevent injuries, outages, and loss of life. Call 811 or visit al811.com before you dig. It's free. It's simple. It's the law, and it's Coach Nate Oats. Coming up next on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
There's team pride, and then there's extra Tide pride. When I'm carrying the University of Alabama Regions Visa debit card or prepaid Regions Now card, that's exactly what I get. Whether I'm grabbing some extra Bama gear or picking up an extra dozen wings for the game, this card always brings it. Sometimes I get an extra Roll Tide from the cashier, too. Visit regions.com/GoBama to get yours.
Extra changes everything. And at Regions, Extra is our ordinary. Official bank of the SEC. Member FDIC.
This is Jack's country. And on game day, nobody shows up empty-handed. Make a winning play with Jack's Catering. Hand-breaded chicken fingers, crispy fried chicken, scratch-made biscuits, and all the southern sides your crew craves. Whether it's a game watch or a family get-together, Jack's brings the flavor that scores every time. Order now at eatatjacks.com or on the Jack's app. Jack's, all about the South.
What a matchup we've got, folks. Just nonstop action. The energy is electric and the fans are all in. An intense game like this calls for a Coca-Cola. Ah, crisp and refreshing. That's a game changer. Yeah, that taste scores every time. And just like that, they're back at it. Passionate fans and an ice-cold Coca-Cola. Now that's a winning combo. No matter the team, no matter the sport, everyone knows fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola.
Bama fans, why wait to start your college journey? With the University of Alabama Early College, high school students can earn college credit from UA now, online or on campus. Students are eligible after completing the 9th grade with a 3.0 GPA or higher. Thousands of students across Alabama and the United States are already part of the Crimson Tide tradition. So don't just cheer for the Tide, join it. UA Early College. Legends start here. Visit earlycollege.ua.edu to learn more. Roll Tide.
If you're looking for the best selection in Crimson Tide apparel, look no further than the Soup Store. The Soup Store is every Bama fan's ultimate destination for the hottest gear and accessories, with 3 great locations around campus to serve you: in Tuscaloosa on campus at the University Student Center, on the Strip in front of Bryant-Denny Stadium, and on Bryant Drive. If you can't get to Tuscaloosa, shop the Soup Store online at soupstore.ua.edu. The Soup Store is a proud partner of Alabama Athletics.
Being a Chevron car these days has been quite the adventure. Miami to Seattle, ocean to ocean. I've stopped at so many states and collected so many bumper stickers. Sometimes I feel like a moving passport book. It's just so great what I can do with Chevron with Techron, because it gives me unbeatable mileage and keeps my engine clean. Plus, there are so many Chevrons along the way. Now the only thing I'm worried about is where to go next and where to put all my new bumper stickers. Chevron with Techron, fueled by possibility.
Bama finds Millett. Far corner, 3, bottom. Great feed from Holloway to Millett. Ball didn't stick. Millett got the open bank first 3, and he knocked it home for his first one of the game. And the Tide leads it by 11 with 4:27 to go. Bama had a bunch of those bank first 3s in their last game. 14 of 34 in the victory over South Carolina, as we welcome in the head coach of the Crimson Tide, Coach Nate Oats with us. Coach, always good to see you. Congratulations, the team rolling along. I know that, look, there's always room for improvement, but right now wins are tough to come by in this league, and you've been able to get them 4 straight, I think, now, and putting yourself in a good spot coming into this back half of conference play.
Yeah, no, we're on a little run. Obviously, Arkansas is going to be a little bit more talented than these last 4 teams we played. But like you said, it's good to get wins. We're putting ourselves back in a decent spot. We've got 6 games left. Is that correct? I think so. 6 games left. I think we're at 8-4 with 6 left. So, we put ourselves in a decent spot. Still got some makeup to do, but I like the way we played. I like the way we stuck with it at Ole Miss. I didn't think we were playing bad. We just were missing good shots.
Right.
And then they started going down. Go from scoring 10 points in the first 10 minutes of the game to scoring 89 in the game. Something went right there after the tough start. And then, I thought last game against South Carolina, we could have definitely played better for sure. But I thought, we did a lot of good things. I mean, you kind of look at some of the stuff that did go right. We had 20 assists. I thought the turnovers early weren't great. We still had too many for the game for sure, but we did a good job kind of settling down, not turning it over once we got into the game. So, I thought we did a decent job on Meechie Johnson in the first half, and then kind of built the lead, and then we did not do a good job on him in the second half. So we're going to have to play 40 minutes of really good basketball, 40 minutes of good defense, because they've got some really good guards. They've got athletes, athletic in the front court, back court both, and it's going to be a tough test for us.
Coach, it often happens when a player has the talent level that LeBaron Philon Jr. has. It's almost sometimes, we did this with Mark Sears. You kind of nitpicking about a game, and then you look and he still had 20 again. He's always going to find a way to get to 20. LeBaron is a guy that has such a high ceiling that we can focus on the negative sometimes. He had 3 turnovers the other day, I think on 3 straight possessions, and yet he finishes with just 3 turnovers for the ball game. Huge at the line for you down the stretch, in addition to handling the ball when South Carolina is trying to create some problems. Big for you once again.
Yeah, agreed. It's a little frustrating watching him turn it over those 3 times, but ends up with 6 assists, 3 turnovers, 19 points, and shoots 4 or 7 from 3. So ended up with a decent night. We got to get him healthy. He's a little gimpy right now, but not to make an excuse for him, but we got to get him to really start picking up his defense. He's more than capable. He was a pretty elite defender as a freshman last year. He can rebound it better, guard better, take care of it better. But yeah, you get upset with him, he still has 19 points at the end of the day. So it's nice to have talented guards like we have. I mean, Holloway's same way. He ends up with 20 and thought he could have played a lot better too, and still ends up with 20. So one guy that has been playing pretty well for the week is Reitzel. I think he averaged 20 on the week. Shot it pretty well. Up until last game, he was 24 for his last 48 threes, and he goes 3 of 7, so he's still barely under 50% here lately. He's been pretty good here lately.
He has. Coach, one thing about LeBaron, but also with all players, it seems, at that level, they have aspirations of playing in the NBA and everything that's required of them. They may have the skill, but the understanding of what you have to play through in order to be a pro, and also the things you have to do to get yourself ready night after night. Talk about the adjustment. I'm not talking about LeBaron exclusively in this, for all players, though, of the grind and what it's like. And while it's a grind in college, frankly, it's half of what it can be at the next level, right? Just in terms of games.
Yeah, I mean, they're kind of reaching their halfway point. They just had the All-Star break, and when you count the playoffs, it's about the halfway point there. And there's 6 weeks left in college basketball right now. I mean, it's 3 weeks of the regular season, then you get, postseason. So it's not a little 6 or 7 weeks, I guess it'd be. It's a lot different. They've got 82 games plus the playoffs plus your preseason games. We get 31 games plus the playoffs. You're not going to get over 40 games, so you could easily end up over 100 games there. So they a lot more wear and tear in your body. a lot shorter recovery time between games. Like, you just gotta, up at that level, some of those guys just play through whatever and keep playing. I think LeBaron's proven he's willing to play through plenty of injuries. He has not been 100% pretty much every game this year. And he's still fights through it, plays hard, gets through it. I think he'll turn out to be a pretty good pro in that regard. And he's learning how to take care of his body, getting with Clark and do all that stuff too. So our guys get a pretty good lesson on how to take care of their bodies through Clark. Clark does a great job, and they're pretty good with it before they ever move on to the next level.
Coach, let's get one in from Pee Wee down in Grand Bay. Go ahead, Pee Wee.
Hey, Coach, how are you, sir?
I'm doing good, Pee Wee. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Coach, you mentioned playing 40 solid minutes of defense. Those of us that are old like me remember Nolan Richardson in the 40 minutes from hell. I would love to be able to see our defense do that to our opponents. Is that the kind of defense that you are looking for us to have on that?
Well, going back to Nolan's days, they've kind of full court pressed the whole game. I don't think that's the answer right now for our current team with the injuries we've got and all that. I do think we need to pressure the ball harder, though, which sometimes that involves full court pressure. Sometimes it's just pressure within the half court, within where you deem kind of your pickup point's going to be. But, yeah, it would be nice if it looked a lot more like 40 minutes of hell without the 40 minutes of pressing and trapping. And I don't think with our lack of depth right now and with the level of guards that you play, I'm not sure that that's the right way for us right now. But the effort that they gave, yes, 100%. Like the pressure they put on the ball, like we've got to turn the ball over more. We know that. So there's some aspects of it that for sure we'd love to, take away from, steal from. But the actual pressing part of it, we're probably not going to institute that at this point of the year with where we're currently at.
Thanks for the call, Pee Wee. Coach, we had a chance to visit with London Jemison. Talk to us about the young man and just what allowed him to be one of the top prospects in the country coming out of Connecticut, but also what's allowed him to be a part of your starting lineup for the last couple of games.
Well, he gives you versatility. He's 6'8", 6'9", can shoot, handle the ball, rebound when he feels like it. We got 2 games since our last show. I go to the Ole Miss game. He had 1 rebound.
Sorry, London.
Yeah, he couldn't stay out of foul trouble very well. And then the next game, he kind of proved why he's in the lineup, and he had 8 rebounds. So we need him to stay a little closer to the 8 to 10, trying to push a double-double. But, he can go on a run. I think he had 7 straight points. At the Auburn game, I can't remember which. Was that the Auburn game on the road? Yes. Yeah, it was big run there when he had 7 straight on his own. So, he's a really good rim finisher. Now, not so much last game, but for the most part, he finishes well at the rim. Can shoot it well. Can guard multiple positions. He's got some toughness about him. And he's in the gym working on his game all the time. I love gym rats. He's a gym rat. He's working on his shot. He's getting better. He went 2 for 2 at the free throw line. We struggled with the line a little bit, and he's in there working a lot at it. So he's got the right mindset to get better. He's got the right toughness. He's got the right, physical. I mean, he's got length and athleticism, so he's got a lot of upside, and I like the way he's playing, and he's been good for us. So, when Taylor comes back, I think him and Taylor can both kind of play that 3-4. Together, give you some size. You can sometimes bump Amari up to the 2 and get real big kind of with those 3 guys at your 2, 3, and 4. And he kind of just gives us that versatility where we can kind of play all different ways. He's even playing some small ball 5 here lately, just with Taylor being out. So very versatile, very skilled, great athleticism and size, and some real toughness about him.
2 more big games this week, Coach. You're at LSU Saturday. We know they've had their struggles, but first things first, it's a really good Arkansas team, a game ahead of you in the league standings. Wednesday night, 6 o'clock at Coleman.
Huge game. Game ahead of us in the standings, like you said, talented. It's when we go a long ways. We got to play well. We got to play a lot better than we did Saturday. The ball's got to move. We got to take care of it on offense. Then defensively, we got to really lock in. I mean, they've got some very talented players that can score it and pass it. I mean, Acuff scoring it, gets assists. Malik Thomas, one of the better scorers in the country. So they're good. We're going to have to really lock in on this one Wednesday.
Final words presented by McCurry Van and Car Rental. Coach, what's the final word for Bama fans listening in, and whether it's on the radio or here at Baumhower's Victory Grill?
We're on a 4-game run. We've gotten good support, but Arkansas is going to be the most talented team we've seen since that Florida game when we didn't play well. So we're going to need great crowd Wednesday. It's a big time game. We just need fans to continue to support our guys, get them to play hard on defense, get them to give effort. Let's make sure we're cheering the right plays, the winning plays, all the blue-collar plays, the offensive rebounds, the tough defensive stops, that type of stuff. Let's make sure. Obviously, the threes and dunks are great to cheer for as well, but let's cheer all the winning stuff that doesn't necessarily that the less educated fans may not cheer as much for. So let's cheer the effort, the blue-collar, the winning plays, and let's keep this thing rolling here.
And if you can suddenly fake a cough on Wednesday around 4 so you can start getting out of the office a little early.
Yeah, good point.
Tuscaloosa.
Just show up to work. Just show up an hour earlier. Show up at 7 instead of 8. Show up at 8 instead of 9.
There
you
we
can
go.
get out. Just tell your boss you showed up an hour early, you're leaving an hour early. It usually works that way.
Tell them it's a family commitment. Bama family, we got a game at 6. We got to be there.
There you go.
Thank you, Coach. Nate Oats, roll tide to you as well. Coach Oats here, and as you're making your way to the game, get game ready at Alumni Hall. It's your ultimate Crimson Tide shopping experience. Shop top brands like Nike, Champion, and Columbia, hats, accessories, and all your game day gear. Head to Alumni Hall in Tuscaloosa or shop alumnihall.com. Earn $10 in rewards for every $150 you spend. Roll Tide and shop Alumni Hall. We are back to wrap things up in just a moment on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
The Alabama Insider Podcast is the official podcast of Crimson Tide Athletics. Catch full episodes of Hey Coach and the Kalen DeBoer Show, Crimson Tide Rewind, Crimson Tide Today Daily Reports, plus full interviews from Crimson Drive driven by NASCAR. Download and subscribe to the Alabama Insider Podcast on Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music, and all podcast platforms. Roll Tide with the Alabama Insider Podcast. Hey Bama fans, each Tuesday and Thursday at 2 p.m. Central, join us live for Crimson Drive, driven by NASCAR. This live streaming talk show features the latest on Alabama athletics with exclusive conversations with Tide student athletes, coaches, and media members giving their perspective on the Crimson Tide. You can watch on YouTube, Facebook, and X, with all conversations archived as well on the Alabama Insider Podcast. Roll Tide with Crimson Drive, driven by NASCAR. You can find all Crimson Tide Sports Network video content online on the CTSN YouTube page. It's the home of the live booth and courtside cams, episodes of Crimson Drive driven by NASCAR, plus replays of Crimson Tide Rewind. Our YouTube shorts will deliver thrilling Alabama radio highlights, plus interview clips from Alabama student athletes, coaches, and media members that you can't miss. Subscribe to the Crimson Tide Sports Network on YouTube for the very latest on the Crimson Tide. The Alabama Insider Podcast is the official podcast of Crimson Tide Athletics. Catch full episodes of Hey Coach and the Kalen DeBoer Show, Crimson Tide Rewind, Crimson Tide Today Daily Reports, plus full interviews from Crimson Drive driven by NASCAR. Download and subscribe to the Alabama Insider Podcast on Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music, and all podcast platforms. Roll Tide with the Alabama Insider Podcast.
Are you ready for your winning moment? Find it at Wind Creek Casino, where the action never stops. Hottest games, loosest spins, more ways to win. We've got the highest payouts and the most epic rewards. At Wind Creek, there's a win waiting for you around every corner. Wind Creek Casino. Find your winning moment.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Coach Oats, great game today.
The team found another gear. They kept grinding, didn't quit, and found a way to deliver another victory.
Like Ford F-Series trucks.
Right. The way you become America's best-selling truck for 48 consecutive years is delivering legendary performance and capability in the big moments, like today.
Thanks, Coach. For great offers on a new Ford truck, see your local Ford dealer. Proud sponsor of Alabama basketball.
Roll Tide.
Based on 1977 through 2024 calendar year industry reported total sales.
Planet Fitness has everything you need anytime the motivation hits, so you can give everything you've got. With most clubs open 24 hours, you've got access to our best-in-class equipment to tackle early morning reps, late-night miles, and every workout in between. Join the club today and save $28 or more when you join for just $1 down, $15 a month. Cancel anytime. Deal ends February 27th. You ready? Planet Fitness. We're all strong on this planet. See club for details.
At Red Diamond, we take a lot of things lightly. Dog on the couch? Sure, that's fine. Wearing socks or sandals? Why not? But sweet tea? Around here, sweet tea is a way of life. One of the unspoken rules. Just 3 simple ingredients: tea, water, and sugar, and that's it. Always refreshing. Always Red Diamond. Find us in your local refrigerated section. Red Diamond Sweet Tea. The perfect sip does exist.
Back to wrap things up for this edition of Hey Coach. We look at what's on tap next for Bama. Presented by Coors Light, Arkansas. Coming to town Wednesday night, 6 o'clock in Tuscaloosa. Coverage starting at 5. It can be heard right here on many of these same Crimson Tide Sports Network affiliates. The game between the Tide and the Hogs in men's hoops is presented by C Spire. Also, if you missed any portion of tonight's show, you can always catch it on demand on our Alabama Insider podcast. Download and subscribe wherever you get your podcast. We really appreciate Coach Kristy Curry and her freshman point guard Ace Austin for joining us. The Tide playing host to South Carolina Thursday night. 7:30 is the tip-off time at Coleman Coliseum for that one, so I hope you'll be there and support the Bama women in that great matchup against a top 5 team. And, of course, Bama's women are in the top 25 as well in women's hoops right now. Thanks also George Husack, men's tennis. The Tide playing host to Texas this Saturday as well. For all of us at the Crimson Tide Sports Network, I'm Chris Stewart. Hope you have a great week, everybody. Roll Tide.